Hey guys, what is up? This is Matthew Davis, the movie lover here. Welcome back to another movie review. I this is my movie review on A Cure for Wellness, which is the new psychological horror movie. It's not really supernatural. It might be slasher. I don't know, but I basically think it's more of a psychological horror film. So this film is about an ambitious young executive who is sent to who is sent to retrieve his company's CEO from an idyllic but mysterious wellness center at a remote location in the Swiss Alps. He soon suspects that the spa's miraculously treatments are not what they seem. When he begins to unravel its secrets, his sanity is tested as he finds himself diagnosed with the same curious illness that keeps all the guests here longing for the cure. So this was from director Gore Verbinski, who directed The Ring, which is one of the best horror remakes of all time, and definitely one of the best horror movies of the 2000s, in my opinion. And he doesn't make horror movies a whole lot. He makes a decent amount of horror movies. I really like the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie, and I really had a lot of fun with Rango. I really liked the animated film Rango, and I hated The Lone Ranger. That movie was just awful. And yeah, I can say he's a decent director. And I wanted to see this in the theaters, but I didn't get to. Sadly, this was a film that I really wanted to see, but I wasn't 100% sure. But because for one thing, the film is really long for a horror film. I mean, yeah, I know that's a stupid reason. That's actually not really the reason. Because the film bombed so badly that it just swept away from the theaters that were close to me. And me and Dad tried looking online to see if it was available for free, but the quality was just awful. Every single time we tried to watch it, it's just some guy recording it in the movie theater. But today we finally got to watch it, and this was a film not a lot of critics liked. People really didn't like it. I pretty much have to disagree. This movie actually wasn't bad. I thought it was actually pretty good. I was actually surprised. I like this movie more than I thought I would. Now, it does suffer from a lot of things, but let me get into the stuff that I like. I really like the performance of the main character. The main character does a very excellent job. He doesn't really have a dull moment, but also the girl that plays Hannah, the main female in this movie, as I like to say, but she does a really good job, and I can't deny this is another amazing looking movie that came out this year. I really think that although there's one CGI effect that I really didn't think worked, which was the deer scene. There was a deer scene where they accidentally hit a deer, but hey, that was more believable than the deer scene from The Ring 2. But that was just the CGI effect that I really didn't think worked that very well. But there was also a lot of situations with water and eels and stuff like that. This is a creepy and weird as hell movie. Not in that bad weird kind of way, not like Troll 2 weird. I mean, yeah, this is definitely one of the weirdest looking one of the weirdest horror films I've seen in a while. And so yeah, set designs are very well done, but here's one thing that suffers. The length of the movie. I felt that this movie was too long. If they cut the movie to like 30 or 40 minutes, it would have made the movie a lot better, but because there are some very dull moments here and there. And but But other than that, it is a solid movie. I thought the plot to the movie was actually pretty good and interesting. And it's not one of those horror movies that has a shit ton of jump scares. Because you know how much I hate when they do that, or at least false jump scares. They don't have that. Well, I didn't really expect that, and I'm glad that I didn't expect that because, you know, there are dull moments, but there's mostly more interesting moments. You know, I wasn't bored through most of the movie, and it's it's actually pretty interesting. I might have to get it on Blu-ray so I can experience it again. Oh yeah, another thing I really liked was its original score. Its original score was just amazing. They added it in the trailer, and I heard it when it was in the trailer, and they used the theme for a lot in the movie, actually. And I wasn't bothered by that because the score was actually very well done. And now one thing that's pretty... This is left with one of the most weirdest endings to a horror film I've seen, but I'm not going to spoil it because I actually want you to experience the movie for yourself. You know, I didn't think the movie deserved to bomb. I mean, a lot of newer horror films bombed. Thank God the Bye Bye Man bombed. But this certainly wasn't a terrible movie. It was definitely one of Gore Verbinski's better films. It certainly is a film that has to be experienced a bit more, so you'll truly understand what it actually means. I thought it was a good movie. It's not a great movie. It's far from a great movie. It has some flaws, but overall, I had a fine experience with it. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. So yeah, that is it for this video, and yeah, I will see you guys later. Word out.